Let's go ahead and
get started. Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking a break from studying for finals right now. We had a week off before finals this quarter, which was kind of nice. It doesn't normally happen, so figured I'd round everybody up, take a little break from studying, and just kind of look back on this quarter and see what everybody thinks. So we just have a couple of questions we're gonna ask each other. Should we start by just introducing yourselves?
Sure.
That's probably good.
Right.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, I guess. I'm John.
Where are you from, John?
I'm from Skokie, which is nearby. It's only like 20 minutes out.
I'm Paul. I'm first year student, as we all are. I'm from Winnipeg in Canada.
I'm Alex. I'm from Franklin Park, Illinois. So it's about 40 minutes outside Chicago here. So.
And I'm Faith, and I'm from Ottawa, Canada, which is not in Illinois, it's in Canada.
I feel like this is a pretty good representation of our class. There's like a lot of people from around the area and a lot of people from Canada, and then a few from Michigan. I guess a lot of people from Michigan, but I was just gonna say like scattered throughout the rest of the country.
Yeah.
The first question I have is, what do you think about optometry school so far?
It's definitely harder than I expected.
Yeah.
They're gonna put you through some stuff, but it's all to make you a good doctor.
I feel like everything's being learned for a purpose. For the most part, like a lot of it is relevant, which is a great change of pace from undergrad. A lot of the stuff you learned in undergrad, you're like, why am I learning this?
But it all connects to like across the classes, which is nice because you see things that reoccur. You can connect things and put them together.
That's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're studying for something else, like I think.
How did you know this?
Yeah. Wait a second. We learned it over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. That like classes overlap quite a bit, which is totally like new, but it's super, like you're saying, it's super nice to not have to relearn the same information over and over again.
And also, like, if you're stuck on something, it makes it super easy to like everybody shares notes and shares information with each other. So if you get stuck with something, it's
out of 120 of us, somebody's got it figured out.
Right, exactly.
Somebody's got it figured out.
Somebody's got it.
You just gotta find
Hopefully.
it. Okay, so second question is, do you feel like you were well prepared? So coming into the program, looking back, I guess, at this quarter, do you feel like you were well prepared?
I think in terms of classes, for me, like I was in a biomedical program. It's just like a general like pre-med program. I think like the courses that I took definitely prepared me for it. In terms of like prereqs for ICO, I think has the least amount. So like you were saying, like a lot of people like didn't take anatomy, but I did. So like for my program, I feel like my program did prepare me well because I've definitely like seen some of these. I've had a lot of biochem classes.
Yeah, I would say the more science classes you can take, the better you'll be prepared for this stuff because like
It's all science.
and it's instead of having a little bit of English and science, like the 2 science classes, that sort of stuff. It's like everything is science based, and it's like it's all wrapped up, and they have a lot of expectations of you to come in to know what's going on and stuff, knowing the general gist of things. But I think that's pretty, that's what you should expect.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, but that being said, like had you not taken biochem or not taken anatomy, I don't think you'd be necessarily that far behind somebody that.
No, they do a really good job of starting from square one.
Yeah, they
if
still
you
do
need
the
to.
basics
It's
first.
all there. I think one of the most helpful things was actually the OAT and preparing for that, because basically you're studying for like every subject that you took in undergrad at the same time, which is very much what we're doing every day here.
Yeah.
How frequent we have exams, you just have to keep studying, and a lot of times it's studying for more than one class at a time. So I think that was definitely a really good preparation to go through, and it makes sense that they do it.
You mentioned the exam thing, and I think that's where I felt like the least prepared was like, because we have like 2 exams a week here, and so
I think it's the pace. The pace of the learning is like so much faster.
it's a lot
yeah.
faster. And that's something like my undergrad was like semester based, right? And so you had like 2 midterms and a final, and that was like your grades. So this is like exam. But
There's like 3 exams per class in like 2 months.
Yeah.
I think another point that's important to remember that like a lot of people have like different amounts of like clinical experience. Like I didn't have a lot of like shadowing or like working at an optometry office or something as like some other people. And so that didn't necessarily hinder me either. Like we're now at this point, literally 1 quarter in, we're all at the same spot pretty much. Like this guy, he shadowed a lot of people beforehand, so I was initially like, oh, I don't know don't know what I'm gonna do. He's way ahead of me, and then like 2 weeks later, we're at like the same spot.
It definitely gives you a little bit of an upper hand right at the beginning, but everyone catches up very quickly anyways as soon as you already jump and work with it a little bit.
And the
more.
school teaches you in their own way.
Right.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, you're kind of
specifically.
relearning how to do things anyways. So,
Yes, definitely.
and especially when it comes to the practicals, and they're very strict about how you need to do things.
Cool.
Which is good because then it's like all.
It's uniform.
Yeah, it covers
Yeah.
all
It's all-
bases. And,
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing. It's like all preparing you for boards, right? So it's just
Right.
it's essentially like having 2 years of your first 2 years that you just all studying for one test, essentially.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
oh,
Isn't that crazy?
thanks for the reminder.
Okay. What's one thing you wish you could go back and tell yourself before we started?
Chill out. It'll be fine.
Just get ready to do a lot of work. It's so much at once. And I don't think I don't know, like nobody, I didn't feel like I really had a good idea of how much work there was gonna be to do at like one given moment.
Well, there's always something like that next on the horizon. almost,
Exactly,
right? So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah, and you're always like have that in the back of your mind while you're still studying for the next thing.
it's all about balance.
Yeah,
right?
balance.
So,
I think that's the
Balance, for
biggest.
sure.
so yeah, I think if I were
Yeah.
I tell myself just to make sure you get organized and you structure your time
For
very
sure,
well.
for sure. And like figuring out how you study.
Make time to have fun.
True.
Because like there's 2 buildings at ICO. There's just like the RC and there's the school. So you gotta kind of get stuck in those 2 buildings for a grand part of the time.
Like all of us.
What's been the most fun this quarter?
oh man.
My favorite was the White Sox game.
The White Sox.
We went to the RC scheduled for us to go to a White Sox game, and it actually just got rained out. So we ended up still showing up, and they had like food and stuff like that for us, and we just kind of hung out, and it was just a blast because you got to every let loose was after a hard anatomy
Oh,
exam.
Yeah.
Any like Friday night or weekend that we don't have to worry about a test, doesn't matter what we're doing, we can turn it into a good time.
Make the most out of it.
I think once you get everybody together and they just kind of cut loose a little bit, it's there's a lot of really cool people here. So
Yeah.
We do a lot of movie nights, and I love
Yeah.
movie nights.
Great.
It's nice like downtime where it's not like you have to like get ready and like spend money. It's good because
it's
we are
free.
all broke.
Yes. For
Yep.
sure.
It's free and you can just.
just hang out.
Okay, so last question I have. What's been the most difficult non-academic adjustment you've had to make? So I guess we talked about like finding free time for yourself and stuff like that. Do you have any other
I think
thoughts?
staying healthy.
Staying healthy.
Oh, yeah.
I've ate
That's a big
so
one.
many bags of chips.
Yep.
I gotta slow down. yeah.
Stress snacking is a thing.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think it's been like having a family that's like kind of close. I don't know if you relate to this, but it's like it's finding time to like still go home, visit them, because you're kind of close and there's like expectations there. But being like structured, like I have to study, man. Like so
That's a good point.
keeping yourself
They've been-
accountable.
Paul and Faith, you guys are like from quite far away from here. Have you guys had any kind of like homesickness or anything?
I mean,
Paul just got really sad.
I mean, like a little bit, but it's snowing in Canada now, so and it's not snowing here. So
Not missing
I
that.
don't miss the snow.
Yeah.
Of course, I miss my family. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna go miss their family. But it's what's nice about being here is that you're like with a bunch of people who care about you and just are pushing each other forwards, and you're always studying hard, and your parents know you're working hard.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely do miss my family, and we always schedule like time to talk. So like we always talk on Sundays, and I think they understand that like, we have a lot to study for.
I mean, it's crazy. I think we're almost done with our first quarter though. It's-
Yeah, it flew.
Yeah.
It really
It's
yeah.
weird because it's like it's felt like I've been here for years.
Yeah.
But also
Kinda,
that it
yeah.
went by so
It almost
quick.
feels like I've been here for weeks, yeah.
I don't even know. It's like a weird time is kind of just messed up, and I
I don't know what day
have
it is. Usually you go by
Oh, yeah.
tests.
Yeah, you go by test.
Alright, so I think we're gonna get back to studying now. We've got one full day until finals start, so
Wait, guys.
It'll be alright.
I gotta go.
So you probably will not hear from me specifically or anybody else for the next like couple weeks, but we're still alive. We'll check in again, I guess, next quarter when things are a little bit worse. Adding another class on there, yeah. Oh. Hey everyone, just wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button below. It's super easy. You can also like us on Facebook because we post a lot of similar videos to this over there. And if you want to know more about ICO's optometry program, what it's like to be in the program, or even just eye care in general, definitely also follow us on Instagram and Twitter because we post a lot of stuff over there. And also definitely check out our website. It's ico.edu. All of this stuff will be down below in the description, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.